Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi guys! So today we're vlogging with the new mic. I don't think I'm going to do this for every vlog because it's like a full contraption, the receiver on the camera this year. But this is an Ask Sherry plus a crazy Sunday in my life. So I thought I should use the mic, right? Because I got a lot to say. So yeah, I thought I'd answer your questions while I go through my Sunday. So normally this is the time when I would have kind of been arriving here because I'm usually at the other house on the weekend. But everybody's on leave, so I am mass sitting, parent sitting. So this weekend I've been here. So yeah, Sunday started already, did my first walk of the day, and now I'm making some chai and I will get to your questions. Okay, so I am making my chai and I thought I'd take the first question that was actually asked when I posted the thingamajig saying ask me your questions. Very sweet question asking me how I am. I am good. I feel like I'm in a place where yeah, there's a lot happening, things get overwhelming and stuff like that, but I'm good. So making some Parsi chai, we put and also get used to the drilling sound because the building opposite us is being gutted and fully redone. So that's perpetual. Some pudina and some lemongrass, and then we will put it into the chai. Okay, while my chai brews, I have got your questions here. Let's do a few really quickly, okay? My next vacation, North Korea. Oh, well, okay. I'm going to use that to plug Korea firstly. We have only 2 spots left on the Korea trip, guys. For anyone that's interested, book now. The link is in the description. This is going to be epic. I am obviously on the trip because this is my trip. It's taken me 4 years to plan this, and I really went through like a zillion vendors, partners to kind of find the right partners in Goodmate, and I'm so happy and I feel like the trip is going to be epic. So it's mainly for my K-drama club like members, but you don't really need to be a fan of K-drama to come on this trip. I'll let you know that it's just a trip to Korea. There's going to be shopping, amazing Korean food, lots of sightseeing, and some K-drama locations, but the K-drama aspect of it is just like one bit. Okay, so that is my Korea plug. Now, my next vacation is probably gonna be next month. I think I'm taking my dad on a trip. I say I think I'm taking my dad on a trip because I've just told him on his birthday. So my dad just turned 80 and I really wanted to kind of like do something special with him. So my mom turned 75, I think, last year, and we are taking her to Thailand. Like Anaita and me are going to take her to Thailand. So I thought mommy's getting her trip, daddy should also get a trip, and it'll be a fun daddy-daughter experience. So I have zeroed in on a place and I'm trying to fix things because he's not very mobile and this is more of a relaxed kind of a scene. But of course it depends on his health, it depends on dates, all of those things. So it'll probably happen before Korea. Would I ever consider starting my own line of skincare, fashion, jewelry? Not gonna say much, but something is coming. I've been working very hard. It's been almost, I think, close to a year. I worked on something and it's gonna be pretty epic. And obviously, you guys will be the first to know. But yeah, something is brewing and it's not my tea. Ah, the smell of chai. Okay, firstly, don't be like Sherry, you work really hard and all that, because yeah, I do, but I don't do all this every day. My dear Sandra does it all. I'm just doing it today because she's on leave. When am I buying a car? Not anytime soon. I think with both the trips happening and stuff, definitely not this year unless some mega deals come my way. Please show me the money, the challenge that's going around. But yeah, I think I've put a pin in it for now because this is a priority for me and I definitely want to do both their trips this year because they're both getting older and I feel like I need to do it now, or it won't happen. You know what I mean? When am I going back to my pixie? Oh, I would like to say tomorrow, because I'm kind of like fed up with like this on my neck, if you know what I mean. I'm aiming for a blunt bob, which is a one level, like one length bob. That's where I'm kind of going, but this is where I'm currently at. Okay, lots of questions on how am I mentally, how do I cope with stress, self-doubt, the traffic in Colaba. No, just kidding. I added that one in, but it adds to my stress. I think everybody deals with this kind of stuff. Like, I am very privileged. I have a very comfortable life, touch wood, and I don't think I have a lot to crib about. So I think you just have to kind of put your big girl panties on and just do what you got to do. Like, that's life. Like, accept that everyone has a space. Stay in your lane, do what you love, and yeah, keep pushing. Also, self-doubt is normal. I feel like if you don't have self-doubt, how would you push yourself forward, right? Because you're going to be thinking, oh my god, if you always think you're amazing at everything, you're probably not, right? Like, I guess. And so I think you have to kind of doubt yourself, find yourself, and then be happy. Someone I want to do a style swap with. Actually, I think I've already planned the next one. It's going to be with Sakshi. When we were doing their podcast recording, there's a pair of jeans I stole from her, which she said she had two off and I really liked, and she gave me that. And I was like, oh my god, we have to do a style swap. So she said, yeah, now the next time I clean, I'm going to like kind of be ready. So yeah, I feel like it'll be really fun because I like her sense of style, and I feel like she's very cool and fun. So yeah, Sakshi, I'm coming for your clothes. Aishwarya, what is CF lifestyle? I don't know, but your name has Mars in it, so I like you. Okay, so I'm going through your YouTube questions on my laptop right now, because YouTube fam is always my first fam, and I feel like I owe a lot to this community, because a lot of you have been here for a decade or over, and that's amazing. So firstly, thank you for that, and thank you for still commenting and engaging with me. Now, I feel like, lots of you ask me about my living situation, not just in this video, but always. And I feel like Shivani has put this down so beautifully. Please read this comment. I'm going to start by saying one thing, that for me, always being married had nothing to do with my responsibilities, my duties, my job, all of those things. So I feel like a lot of times people forget that marriage is just one aspect of life and not everything. And I think for me, my situation is, it's a little more complex. So I was here in the pandemic. My parents have aged a lot. They're very dependent on me. I was also the last kid at home. Also, I've always worked out of here. I shoot most of my content here. So I spend a lot of time here. And then there's the whole Mars and Sammy angle. So as you know, Sammy wasn't really a planned adoption or anything of that sort. She just kind of walked into our lives and she adopted us. And I did try like Mars and Sammy, but they absolutely hate each other. And initially she was in out. Now she's pretty much in, and she spends like a few minutes in a day in the compound. So I don't really take Mars there anymore, because I feel like it's too unfair to her, because that's now her space, this is his space, and they're kind of used to that. So I'm like, that's good. So I do a lot of back and forth, because I have these responsibilities. I have my pets, I have my parents, and my parents are kind of like my kids now, because as I said, they're older. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's just about finding the right balance and what works for you, and finding a partner that's understanding and is okay with both and stuff like that. And I feel like it's about just doing what you have to do. I think we all do it in our own way. This is the situation, you got to deal with it. So this is how we best deal with it. Like today, so normally I spend the weekends there, but this weekend there was nobody and everybody wanted to take leave. So I was like, okay, go. Lynn. So that's how it is, and I guess that's how it. Like I take it day by day. I don't really plan a lot, and yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and I think when you get married, I would say keep doing what you've always done and don't stop. Like if you've looked after your family financially or otherwise, or all of those things, marriage shouldn't change that. That's what I will say. Quickly going to run through your questions. Zain and Ray, miss them. I also miss them. They're older now. Zain is 12, Ray is 16. Yes, I feel very old, as do you. I know. I remember, I think one of the first videos I did was him doing my makeup, which was at the first fan fest like a decade ago, and I think he was 5 then. Man, a lot has changed. Next, babies, babies, babies. Always the most asked question, I think, is when are you having babies? Not anytime soon, is what I want to say. And yes, I know I'm 38, and as I've mentioned in the past, I'm exploring options with freezing my eggs and figuring out. My life is just a bit mad right now between two houses, and it's too chaotic with work and whatever, and I don't think I can take that break. I can't afford to take that break, so not now. Okay, so I've had to move back in because daddy wants to watch some TV and has woken up from his nap. But also this is my naughty child's doing. He loves to play fort and hide in the pillows, drop the pillows. So it's a daily affair where we pick up the pillows, we put them back and reset it, only for him to dismantle it yet again. Okay, this is too up and close. Let's maybe do this better. Hi Shishita, thank you for following me. I think influencer marketing as such or content creation is pretty much recognized as a career, and I'm sure there are like 100 courses already. But more than the course, I feel like we need, I don't know how to put this the right way, but more, I think, mature, evolved creators. Because some of the content that I see today, I just literally think like, wow, like really, or like what are you influencing is the question, I ask myself that as well. And also the traffic is really hard for me to focus with this traffic and concentrate and give you a right answer right now. Look at that. This is Bombay for you. We have a medley of horns perpetually. So yeah, I feel like you can't teach this in a course. Like, things like what is your niche? Why do you want to create content? What are you passionate about? What is your messaging? How are you being responsible? How are you holding yourself accountable towards all the people that are consuming your content? Are you being honest? These are things that you can't really learn in a course. It has to come from within, and I feel like that's lacking a lot today. So more than courses, I think it's about the right people doing this for the right reasons and not just to get famous or to go viral or to make a lot of money, because obviously there's a lot of money in it today. I don't know. So I just feel like that's where I think people need to be more responsible, honest, all of those things which can't be taught in a course. So yeah, it is pretty much a full-blown career, but we need more accountability. Telfa bag is right here. It's pretty good. Like I've used it, rugged out it. You can see it's a little dirty in places, but it's peeling only just here on the edges. But otherwise, I think it's pretty darn good. And yeah, it's one of my favorites and will always be my favorite. So yeah, love it. Now we're interrupting the Q&A to order some supplies to make my goulash. I don't know if you guys remember, I made this ages ago. We'll link it here. It was one of the Scary Chef videos that I made before. But yeah, I'm craving it, and I feel like post the pandemic, ever since the cook has come, I hardly cook. So I thought might as well make it, and yeah, that's what's happening. Time for my second walk of the day. Today we will be doing 3. Someone has asked me for my favorite spots in Colaba. Walking through the by-lanes and the gullies, this is our usual. Sir and me go for 2 walks every day. Today it'll be 3 because there's no one else. But yeah, this is my favorite part about exploring Colaba. It's just so beautiful, and I love walking through the lanes. Of course, on Saturday, Sunday, it's a bit chaotic, so I would avoid it. I would say come on a weekday, it's much nicer. And in terms of restaurants and stuff, Kitchen Garden and Mag Street, I think, are my two faves. Do you agree, Maz? Or you just want to pee? Before I cook, I'm eating my lunch, and this is what I mean that it's chaotic on the weekend. Like, can you hear the traffic? This is non-stop in Colaba on a weekend. So I thought I'm gonna cook in a bit. I thought I'd already have lunch since the cook had made it yesterday. So this is what we have. Nobody asked, but I'm showing you anyway because this is a vlog plus Ask Sherry. Usual Sunday prawn curry rice. We have some broccoli and spring onion that I stir fried and some kimchi. I love to eat prawn curry rice with kimchi. Actually, I love to eat kimchi with everything. This is my lunch. No, your headphones have not conked, neither has your device. I have just forgotten to switch on my mic for this whole segment. But I did want to answer this one question that has been asked a lot about my Apple Watch strap. So, the metal one is the Milanese strap from Apple, along with all the other straps I use. Most of my straps are from Apple. And yeah, I answered a bunch of other questions as well, but sadly, no audio. So, some of us are working, some of us are sleeping. Okay, the kitchen is not looking pretty right now. That's all kachra which I need to clear. Lots of chopped veggies here, lots of chopped veggies here. And yeah, that is my phone. I was trying to record something here. I feel like I've been chopping for like 1 hour. So I've gone through a lot of chopping. I'm not really showing you guys ingredients and recipe and ye and wo because, as I said, there's a full Scary Chef Sherry video on this. Go watch it. Okay, so this is a tad bit different from the Scary Chef Sherry recipe. I've just gnawed the onions, all that together, and then I'm gonna put it into my this and then put it into my cooker with the mutton and then fry the mutton alag se later. But it's just because I have time today and I read somewhere that this tastes better, so I'm gonna try it and see. So yeah, if you do it, mix that and this and make it work. Okay, so we already have our meat and veggies and everything else here. We're just gonna add this to it and then add some water, and that's it. Mazibu, last walk. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, it's 5:45. I really need a shower. Like, I am sweating, I am stinking, but I'm just so dead that I need my chai. So, chai is being made. This is almost done. You can see 4 minutes to go, and that should be ready. Then we obviously have to fry the mutton on this and stuff. So, I don't want to shower till I do that because then I'm going to be sweaty and stinky again, which I don't want to do. So, my aim is to have my chai, do that, and then just chill. Okay, moment of truth, let's go. Wow, that looks so good. How amazing does that look? So basically we're just going to take out like bits of the mutton because we want to brown it in the pan so that it has a nice dark color and has like a caramelized-ish flavor. So just want to take out all the chunks that you can find and put them here. Okay, finally showered, got my wine that I feel I've earned, and so is Enrico's firecrackers are being burst. It's okay, relax. and my father's blasting some war movie, so there's a symphony of sounds happening everywhere. But yeah, so I thought I'd do my last question and call it a day. This one really hit hard. How do you not compare yourself to others? Okay, read the whole comment because it's a long one. But I feel like, in this day and age with social media, things have gone crazy. It's also about like people doing things younger and younger, younger and younger. And you're 21 and you're feeling this. Okay, I'm 38. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I live on rent. And this is with having a great job with perks and being privileged and leading a good life. So I don't think you should feel this way. I think the constant comparison obviously with social media is a lot worse, and I feel like a lot of people also only put out the good or the achievements that they have, right? And that kind of makes you feel like, what am I doing with my life? I also like go through that very often when I see someone who's like 21 buying a car, and I'm like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know I can, of course, break my savings and get a car tomorrow if I want to. But I obviously have other things that I need to prioritize. And as I said, to me, in this moment, I'd rather take my parents on a holiday and stay another few months without a car, because I'm like, okay, I can do that. I've lived so long without one. What's a few months? Because my savings are like my actual savings, and I don't like touching them unless I really need to. So I think it's all about, figuring out where you are in life. Also, a lot of people on social media have a lot of disposable income. They make easy money. And yes, this job is much easier and the pay scale is much higher than, an office job, obviously. So you have to think of all those things before you just go into that zone of, oh my god, this person is like 24, 23, 21 and in their early 20s, and like they're doing all this stuff, and I am like traveling, buying a car, buying a house, whatever else, and I'm not doing it. Or am I also supposed to do it? So everybody's space is different. Also, it's a combination of various factors. As I said, the privilege that you have, the earning capacity that you have, and where you are in life at that point, all of those things. So don't have that feeling of comparing yourself to someone else, because they're not in your shoes and you're not in theirs, unfortunately or fortunately. And that is the way things are, and you have to kind of be like, okay, these are the cards I am dealt with, and this is what I want to prioritize right now, and it's all good. So we all have those moments. I have them too. I mean, I know I'm sounding like all like I've got it all like sorted right now. Trust me, I have those moments as well where I sit back and think, oh my god, like what's going on? Like, when is this gonna happen? When is that gonna happen? Or why haven't I done this already? But everybody has like their own time for everything in life, and if it's meant to happen, it will happen. If it's not meant to happen, it won't happen. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, just live in the moment. Don't compare yourself to other people as much as possible. I know it's tough, but try not to. And even when you do, snap out of it. Like, that is my advice, because that's what I do when I look at like reels and I see someone's like, saying, oh my god, got my first car at 21, or got my first car at 19, and I'm like, what? And it's okay. Okay, so I think you have to rethink and reevaluate and be like, okay, maybe they don't have the same responsibilities as me. Maybe they don't have rent to pay. Maybe their parents are, don't need their help. It's okay, I'm good. So yeah, just think about where you are in life and how you can be the best version of you and live the best life that you can lead. And don't compare yourself with other people. And when you do, snap out of it. So I think that's it, guys. बहुत ज्ञान दे दिया मैंने आज. I think this is where I call it a day. I'm just gonna now unwind, watch something, drink my wine, eat my goulash, and call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this slow Sunday vlog / Q&A Ask Sherry life update situation. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and comment below if you have any more questions that you want to ask me. I will try and answer as many as I can in the comments. See you guys. Bye. Mwah.